Hi guys, welcome back to Real Estate Informed, where we keep you up to date on all things real estate. And today I want to talk about an article that just came out, and the title is Wells Fargo Freezes New Heloc as Mortgage Market Sputters. That's not a good sign. So basically, the article just goes through how this pandemic has their effects on the mortgage market, especially because of this mortgage forbearance. And so with that, banks are kind of like tightening up. And I did a video last week saying that banks had increased their credit requirements from like 640 to 700. That was Chase Bank, but this is Wells Fargo Bank. And they are just suspending Heloc. Heloc is a home equity line of credit where people can, if needed, can take out, certain equity in their house and use it. Obviously, you have to pay it back, but the Wells Fargo is completely eliminating that program at this moment. There's nothing in the article that says that when they'll bring it back, but they know as of April 30th is when they put this out, and May 1st is when they are, actually implementing it. In the article, it says that, like I said, the Chase Bank raised their credit scores to 700. Wells Fargo actually raised their credit scores to get a loan from 680 to 720. So well beyond 700, which is, signs of the times. Okay, so what can we do with this information? What can we take from this information to help us in real estate? The information is very simple. Banks are tightening up, and when banks tighten up, the buyer pool shrinks. And when the buyer pool shrinks, sellers who are trying to sell their house at a certain price cannot sell it at that price because there's not enough buyers. What's happening is that listing stays on the market. Other listings come up on the market too. So now you got more listings than you do buyers. And then what happens is you're going to have to see price decreases. I'm in the Seattle market. We're kind of already seeing that, to where prices where people are listing their homes via pre-pandemic prices, and they're listing them, but they're getting no offers. We're seeing that already right now, even in the Seattle market, is that people are listing their houses at pre-pandemic prices, and they're not getting any offers. So eventually, in a month or two, they'll have to lower their price. And on the other end, you'll see buyers that are kind of frozen right now, that have the down payment money, but they're not willing to spend it right now because they're so skeptical on the market. As in, is it going to drop? Should we wait? Should we buy now? So that's just, the after effects of it. But clearly, from this information that we get from this article, and I'll link it down below, is that banks are tightening up and they are preparing, and you as the buyer should also, because the end of this is just prices decreasing. The question is, we don't know how much, whether 5, 10, 15, you never really know what the bottom is. But I would just say is, you have to kind of buy through the bottom, especially if you're an investor. So back in 2008 wasn't the bottom, and every market was different. So in 2008, 2009, 2010, in Seattle, 2011, late 2011, early 2012 was the bottom. So it took 3 years, but the thing was 2009, 10, 11, 12, you could have bought in all those years and still gotten a great deal, even though prices were still falling. So this time around, I'm not going to say it's a 4 or 5 year, thing like it was in 2008, but once the prices start to fall is when you should start looking for deals, and deals that cash flow at least 20%. If you have a question about cash flow, please watch my other videos. This is my video for today. Please leave, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Please thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks, guys.